Ready to go live? There we go. You are live.
It's a party in the comments.
I know. And everyone's got the very similar color palette, so it's hard for me. It's like,
yeah.
How many people are talking?
Good job coordinating, everyone.
Hello, Anna and Laura and Mona and Jen and KK. Hello.
It is lovely to see all of you. Hooray!
Nice. Hey, Jules. Oh, this cat is ridiculous. She's cleaning her face right next to me. It's too cute.
So we almost have a special guest, but she's hidden right here.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Y'all are all super prepped for today.
Hello, Kay. What is everyone going to be working on?
You know me. Same old. And,
I'm going to prepare the show notes for tomorrow's podcast, and then I'll use the rest of the time to edit a client's manuscript.
And I am much better, thank you. I think what happened is that I worked out for the first time in 2 weeks on Tuesday, and it worked out everything. So my entire body was like, we are injured. So I was basically comatose all of it. I woke up for 4 hours, did a load of dishes, and then just went back to sleep on the couch. So that's my level of physical fitness.
Hello, T Hermit Games. Is there a name
good.
that we
so
should
glad
call
that was your
you?
introduction to me. What's a tea hermit game? I like tea. I find hermits vaguely interesting. What kind of recipes? What are the beginning stages of recipe development? Are you pulling ingredients?
Well, the other day he was asking me about beignets, so.
Oh, beignets.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice, Sean. Nice, Amy. Cool. Thanks, Kay.
Sarah.
What'd I do? There's another Sarah? Oh, no.
Sarah.
It's T Hermit then. Cool.
I look forward to coming up with all the ways I can be confusing about this.
Hey, Julia. All right.
So are you trying it because of sentimental value, or do you genuinely think it'll be a good chair? I don't know what that means. Mostly it's embarrassing. My body was like, oh no, physical exertion. We're dying.
Julia's editing.
We're basically twins because I am slightly, I don't want to say hermetic because I feel like that's a different word. Hermity person, and I also love tea, and I play a lot of Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah. Twinsies. Your name should be Bess instead of Sarah.
That would freak everyone out. There are 6 Besses in the world total. One of them is, I think, a very famous writer. So, that's fun.
Laura, that would be a long time in the mail.
Ooh.
Laura, that means you have to bake it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being a taster is very different from a tester. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably none of y'all follow my podcast, which is very reasonable of you. Good job. Which means probably very few of you know what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. But it's my podcast 3rd anniversary, so I made special merch, and this is her.
Oh, it's painted. I've only seen the unpainted version.
Yeah, this is little mini Host Witch Bess.
Oh my goodness. Look
She's got little
at it. It's so
braids.
cute.
So I have done 11 of these. They're all in varying stages of completion. But yeah, and if any of you paint minifigs, I have elevated respect for you. Because, oh my god. This is hard.
How much time did it take you to paint one?
Forever.
Oh.
Because, like, you do the first coat of everything, and then you have to go in and do the second coat of everything, and then you have to touch up all of, like, the fine lines where you messed everything up, and then you have to let it dry, which is a thing that I learned before you clear coat it, because if you do not, it melts the paint right off, and you have to start over. So, a lot of time.
What I heard from this statement is Laura's going to invite me over and bake for me.
Sounds like the perfect plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the whole, I am pleased with myself. Like, they undeniably look like I painted them, but they're cool, and I did that.
Made with love. I had seen pictures of just the unpainted figures.
Hang on. No. I'm pretty sure that was you do the baking, and then we come over.
I can help baking and drink wine. Hello, Savannah. Welcome. Jay, finally
Just
someone
in
will remember
time.
us. Remind us to do our spiders. I mean, not remember us.
Oh, T is new.
What?
T hasn't gotten the spiel.
Oh, yeah. T Hermit is new. All right. Yeah. So we chat for about 10 minutes and we do a 20-minute writing sprint. And when we're writing, the timer's on the screen and we're muted. And then we come back and talk for 10 minutes and then we do that 3 times. So that's basically what we do here. You can work on anything. At the end, we ask you what you did, and there's no competition, especially because Bet isn't coming lately. And yeah, that's it.
If you do research, you have to share something you learned. Jay will remind us to do our spiders, which means all of our don't get carpal tunnel like Bess exercises. And at the end, people bring a fun fact to share. And your definition of fun can vary widely.
And it does. It does. Oh, goodness. Is it time already? It's a little early.
Yeah, it's going to take a long time to get through all of those metacarpals.
I have a cat staring at me right there.
Yeah, ideally the most interesting thing that you learned, but even if there wasn't anything interesting, you know, you can share a thing that you learned.
I have one this week.
Exciting. So I crochet and I write and I play video games now because I play Dreamlight Valley, not games plural. So all of these things, great for carpal tunnel. So then when you add in painting fine detail, it's been a rough month for my hands.
I put some pictures on Instagram, but I got a new resin mold, and it's a little bird. And I made these really cute birds. It's about this big, that big. And one I made was like bright blue, and it reminded me of the bluebirds of happiness, if you are familiar with those.
That's very cool.
And then I put my friend Chris's name on one too.
I see Kitty.
Yeah. I got home like right before I had to get on the computer. And so she's like.
Now, you don't have to choose a team. It's just something that we enjoy having skirmishes about periodically.
You gotta pick a side. No, you don't.
Yeah. You got to pick a side, but only for the purposes of each individual argument.
Yeah, I think Jen is Team Dr. Pepper. So
we do have a lot of Team Diet Dr. Pepper. Why not?
Oh, we got to start in 3
Ooh,
seconds.
tell me in 20 minutes. Why not?
All right. On your mark, get set.
Do your best. And that's time. Karen, you are so ahead of the game. What is that about? I think I wrote like, I don't know, 30 or 40 words, but I completed another one of the prompts, which means we only have 4 left. For those of you who are new here, this is a prompt a day from November.
I got almost everything done, and then I decided to race against the clock, and I lost. So hopefully everyone can see and hear me now, because my computer's still uploading my podcast.
So
Okay,
far,
we're
so
good.
good.
We're good. It's uploaded now.
Oh, choosing which hand hobby to do at a time is so hard. This may be like the most full year of my life, and it's overwhelming because I've never had this many options of things to do and responsibilities ever. And I don't know how you do it, how one does it.
I'm glad you could join us, Courtney. Nice, KK. Well done, Amy.
Sounds like a huge success then.
Happens. Aw.
Y'all, on the episode I put out today, 2 people were like, did Host Witch Bess give anyone else ASMR at this one point? And I was like, that is the nicest compliment anyone has ever given my podcast. This is related because I'm also an alarm.
Very gentle alarm. What's Thames?
Okay, the English medical zine.
I thought you knew for a second.
Trans everyone. I don't have enough Z words, y'all.
Yeah.
Also, M just wants to be magazine there, which feels like a cop-out.
Unless that's just the name, like Thames.
But that's no fun. Come on, give us a guess.
Typed up 550 words. Well done.
Okay, the English modern zine.
It's the last word, zine.
Excellent. I'm guessing CX is cuz, but it occurs to me I should just ask.
I don't know. Look, I Googled it and I can't find anything.
What, CX?
Thames. Oh.
I know what a tens unit is, but that's different.
Oh, I love my tens unit.
The Thames Review?
Speaking of what Anna and Jay were talking about, what are y'all drinking and or eating tonight?
It the literary journal based in London, Ontario that publishes fiction, poetry, and reviews, 4 issues per year, and focuses on publishing work from a diverse range of emerging and established voices?
I think that sounds right.
I did get it! It's got the weird E thing. Nailed it. Good job, me.
What are you drinking tonight,
Are you in
Beth?
Canada? Water.
Why?
Why non-alcoholic beer? Because I took Sarah out to celebrate, them being an amazing success at everything they do, and discovered that non-alcoholic alcoholic drinks are at least as yucky as alcoholic drinks.
From what I understand, non-alcoholic beer tastes a lot like beer.
At least as yucky.
Unlike wine. The wine was terrible.
Hang on. Woolly mint? What is woolly mint?
I'm not the tea one. I'm not team tea here.
I appreciate that.
Can you do voices?
I mean, not like professionally, the same as anyone else. I could be like, oh no, what did you, but more importantly, you're not allowed to like breathe or have mouth noises. And my medications make the whole mouth noises thing kind of inevitable. But I appreciate that.
Ooh, chocolate satin pie. Wait, send me some of that, Karen.
I'm fascinated by chocolate satin pie and French silk pie being distant cousins.
Mini blueberry pie.
I love that we all have pie. I had apple pie yesterday.
Jim with orange again. Mixed
Sounds
with
fancy.
strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. If you say so, KK.
Hey, strawberries and soda. That is the problem. I just never bothered to acquire the taste for alcohol. Taco Bell was the first like chain place that I ever met that had an extensive vegetarian menu. And I found this very exciting. So we ordered the entire thing one night, every option off the vegetarian menu. And like made a little chart, for all the stuff. And that was the night that both of us learned we do not like Taco Bell.
Laura, put some water in your cup. Oh, there you go.
Jules, this feels like a culinary thing that you would have an explanation for.
The T Hermit explained it in the next.
Yeah, I got there after I said it.
Yeah. Oh, Marie Calendar. Yeah, it's not the best. A fresh chocolate silk pie is so good, though.
Orlando must have a local tea shop. It's a big enough city. There must be like just a tea place. We don't have a good tea room, though, as far as I know.
I can ask Marianne if she has any tea shop recommendations for you.
To be honest, I drink like the same 2 teas all day, every day, so it doesn't really make a difference. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, there's that one tea room down by the ice cream place, but it was very much aimed at like the small child sort of tea party enjoyer experience. And that was not really what I was aiming for. But
I've been making cold brew a lot lately, and it's been delicious. There's this girl on TikTok that shows how to make a lot of things, and I've been adapting her recipes. I made a pumpkin spice cold brew the other day. It was so good.
St. Pete's is really nice. My mom did one of those timeshare vacation things to Hilton Head. And my mom, being who she is, at the end of the presentation said, this is a coastal town. What is the plan for global warming? Which I thought was very bold of her. And the man looks at her and goes, well, this is a red state. And that was it. That was his answer.
So nothing. The answer is nothing.
She did not buy that timeshare.
Yeah.
But I thought that was like, if you wanted characters, I feel like those would be really character defining moments for those two people, Ooh, sorry, that was probably terrible for everyone.
Julia.
That sounds like the time I went to the Chinese tea room.
That's a great description.
I literally bought tea because I did not know how to stop the interaction otherwise. I was like, yep, that one sounds great. I will take that one, please. Let's go ring me up. Yeah, she's fun.
Oh, we got to do spiders. We got 20 seconds. 10 seconds,
Oh,
I mean.
no. Jay, we need you.
Jay abandoned us in our time of need.
Jay pulling a Danny, coming in for 20 seconds, be like, hi, I'm here, bye.
All right, it is time. On your mark, get set.
Did I say do your best last time?
I have no idea.
Focus! And that's time. Our second sprint is complete.
Guess who forgot to turn their camera back on?
Ooh, was it me?
No.
Oh, okay. That's all I got then.
It was me.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Important to stay hydrated.
I got my podcast stuff ready, and I had to record a new ad, and it took me 18 tries. I don't know.
Well, at least you got it. So is that what you're doing next sprint? That's pretty exciting.
$5.45 for Karen. Well done.
I was trying to come up with a foul smell that I could write something fluffy about, and Kevin suggested sulfur, which made me think hot springs. So I started looking up sulfur hot springs, and like all things that are like, what's the term, like alt health stuff, boy do they make some health claims.
Yeah.
Sulfur hot springs will flush toxins to purify and detoxify the body.
That's how it works.
Did you like the 2 pages? Like
poem.
Sarah's magic stones, or like river stones, rolling stones? I feel that. I'm lucky that my desk, lucky, I deliberately put my desk here so it faces 2 giant windows. So when I look off board, I am looking outside. Because I have no self-control to do like the 20-20-20 thing.
Nice.
So did you get that fixed?
Courtney cut a bunch of words. Well done.
Jules. That sounds like research.
It does. Sounds like delicious research.
Nice, team. Fabulous. Cool. So it is like Sarah's bowl of stones.
Yeah, I have some jasper in here. I'm not sure it's dark, so I can't see
it. No. They say it is the sulfate that does that.
Oh.
The, sodium, chloride, silica, potassium, calcium, fluoride, magnesium, lithium, all do other things, including promote tranquility.
Okay. Promote tranquility.
That's the lithium, which is like kind of correct in that is a treatment for depression. I'm going to say depression. But like, I don't know if enough of it would soak through your skin while you're sitting in a hot tub for that to count as medicating yourself.
This one makes me look evil.
It does. I like it.
I'm gonna leave it.
Pretty good. That makes sense. Like local ingredients and stuff. That's really cool. That was it. Mood stabilizer.
Yeah. I mean, sweat too, but. Maine Coon cat videos. All right, Kay, getting some work done.
You can't argue with cat videos, least of all Maine Coons.
Thanks for clarifying that it's a joke, Laura.
I love, what was the word? The indicators that are like how you mean the thing that you typed. They're so useful. Oh. This feels like he was malingering. He wants treats now and cuddles.
Yeah. Jasper has settled down after I turned the air conditioning back on. I turned it off because I was cold, but he didn't like that.
Thank you, Laura. You're my favorite.
Oh, Mona.
Is it a particularly sunny corner? Because Squeaker likes to hang out in our guest room on the windowsill because it's like the sunniest spot in the house in the morning. Well, let me help with that. If you use the hot sulfur springs in Colorado, you will get fluoride, which will help strengthen your teeth.
It is recorded, Laura. So, yep. You can save that for all time.
Now, mind you, you're my favorite for this period. I pick favorites fairly indiscriminately. I'm looking forward to that. It has a really funny name, like Hot Sulphur Springs, Colorado.
Of course. I wonder how many places there are called Hot Springs or Hot Something Springs. Like how many towns?
I imagine all of them that have hot springs in them.
I know there's definitely one in Missouri.
Well, if your manuscript is anywhere near Hot Sulphur Springs, Colorado, which hosts the Hot Sulphur Springs Resort and Spa, you are correct. Because the fun fact comes at the end, so that whenever I say something disturbing, Sarah can just turn
I can
off
leave. I have one, so I'm very excited. It's from my
I
podcast.
cannot wait for these fun facts. See, this all started with like the vegan cannibal meat and clown eggs, and now I'm not really allowed to be the fun fact haver, which is why it's delegated to all of you.
I spilled some makeup powder on my floor the other day, and I vacuumed it like 3 times, but it's still like a little slippery.
That is very cool. Not your thing. Your thing is very dangerous.
Weird.
We don't get to talk about what's coming up. All right, you got like a minute and a half or something. Go.
I have a podcast episode coming out tomorrow, and I talk a little bit more in it than I usually do. And also, we have an online writing workshop on developing magical systems taught by our mutual friend, Cass Morris.
I love Cass.
Yeah, it's on Tuesday at 7 p.m.
I have nothing unless you all want to come to my doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go.
This is my emotional support writing group.
I am getting off work at 2 tomorrow because there are 2 Sweet 16, no, that's not March Madness games downtown tomorrow. And I do not want to be there when the Duke one is about to start.
What?
Oh, Jules. Oh, send me a link so I can post it.
Basically twins.
New Jersey has no hot springs.
I love my doctor so much because she's never ever dismissive when I'm like, hey, there's a weird thing I'm not sure about. She's like, cool, let's have an appointment about it and we can discuss your concerns. So even though she's not allowed to prescribe me medications or do my well woman checkups, I am never leaving her.
I'm waiting for Jules's message.
Go, Jules, go. Hurry.
Cass has a whole podcast on world building, so she knows her stuff.
Cass is also incredibly cool and gorgeous.
Yes.
And writes very good would you call it historical fantasy? Because like it's
in like Rome. Historical base. Yeah, for sure. There is the link for Jules's book launch party.
Yeah, see, my doctor would fight your friend's knee surgeon.
Oh, it's time. On your mark, get set.
Finish strong. And that's time. Our final sprint is complete. How did everyone do? I only have 3 left.
I read 11 pages.
Excellent. I am so pleased with myself. I partly suspected I would never finish this, and now I am so close.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot. Basically, the library card field isn't required and you can leave it blank. That's the info you need. Nice, Savannah.
Excellent.
Nice.
Someone should come in next week with like various exercises writers should do for like posture and eyeballs and everything. We will of course immediately forget it after that, but for 1 week we will all be very healthy. Okay, editing stuff. Go to Bess. All right, fun fact time. And I
Besides
love that
being
for
the
them.
only country outside the US that runs prescription ads on TV, New Zealand has the most cats per person of any place in the world. Okay.
I
The
love that.
balance.
I mean,
thing.
not the prescription ads, because wow, is that wild? I don't have live TV anywhere, and mostly I rewatch things that I own on my DVDs. So I don't see a lot of ads. And then when I like travel and there's like a hotel TV, I'm like, wow, this is mostly ads for medicines I've never heard of.
That was one thing I noticed when watching the Oscars. I was like, oh, I haven't watched ads in a long time. And there was one prescription ad that didn't say what it was for.
I remember in New Orleans.
Like, talk to your doctor if you need blah, blah, blah. And
right?
I was like, how would I know? What is it for?
The one in New Orleans that I remember the most vividly was one to make your eyes less bulgy. Apparently, that is a concern that some people have that I had never heard of before.
Oh my goodness. I definitely don't have that problem.
And like the side effects, like, you know how they'd be like itching, sneezing, whatever. They skip straight to like stroke, blood clots, death.
Yeah.
And I was like, so obviously I have no experience with this condition and I don't know how severely it can impact your quality of life, but those side effects would really make me think twice.
Yeah. What is position 1, Savannah?
Like dance, like with your feet?
Yeah. So that would be first position, right?
I don't remember them saying a thyroid was involved in this, but maybe it was. I don't remember. But like, yeah. Is that the one where they just went with like gender neutral language? Because that one made me very happy. Wow, I mean, that must be effective because they all do it, but like, ask your doctor about
But it doesn't say what it's for.
And you're just supposed to like, I don't know, take a list of the medications you see on TV and be like, doctor, I would like to know about these things.
Yeah, grapefruit interacts with a lot of meds.
Yeah, I think including one of mine, but as long as I don't take anything with citric acid within like half an hour of taking my meds, it's fine. So it's not like a huge colossal thing. Especially since they won't tell you what all the ingredients are. Like I have friends who have severe allergies and medicine providers will just like switch their fillers to something everyone's allergic to.
All right. Drugs that grapefruit juice can cause problems with. Some statin drugs to lower cholesterol, some drugs that treat high blood pressure, organ transplant rejection drugs, and some anxiety drugs, anti-anxiety drugs, some corticosteroids, I don't know how to say that word, that treat Crohn's disease.
Citric acid, Amy. Because
some drugs that treat abnormal heart rhythms, some antihistamines.
That was it. So I don't even have to worry about that anymore because I am not on those meds anymore.
Oh, I don't
I
like
think they should
apples.
engineer meds that don't cause grapefruit problems. Grapefruit was here first.
Yeah, it was.
Ugh.
Yeah, I get that. I see the eczema ones all the time and the psoriasis ones, which I think are hilarious because the psoriasis ones are like, could cause leukemia. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Right? The side effects, and I know that they have to like include every outlier, but like, it just,
Wait, I gotta tell my fun fact before people leave.
okay, go.
So the person who invented the idea of a mall, like what we think of as a mall
I think I know where
today,
this is going. Okay.
was a socialist.
It was supposed to be like a community center, like
Yeah, that's what he wanted it to be.
a fully, self-supporting. It was supposed to have third spaces.
But it was invented for a department store. Like a department store hired him. He was an architect, but he really hated what he created.
However, if he were still alive, he would see all of the current plans to turn them into apartments and maybe be a little happy.
Maybe.
Okay, so there's home, which is like your private space, and then there's the spaces where like consumerism happens, and then there's third spaces where you can just exist out in the world. A porch is a third space. A library is a third space. Parks. But most of these places, you're not allowed to loiter. So third spaces are becoming, smaller and more restricted, and has a lot of interesting ramifications for adolescent development. Actually, if you ever, want to do more research than I have. I assume malls.
Oh. Well, so basically it was hired by this department store to build like a new, because they had outdoor malls essentially. And they're like, design something like an outdoor mall, but inside, basically. And then he's the one who came up with the idea of putting 2 anchor stores in a mall. So the department store that hired him, and then another department store, and he somehow convinced them that this is what they wanted to do. And it turns out it was genius, because you come to one department store, you go to both, and then you also walk by all the little stores in between. So he was just too good at being a capitalist.
Well, I'm depressed now.
And then he
So
also
that means that
came
was
up
a
with the
very
idea
successful fun fact.
of making them 2 floors so that you walk down to the other place, you go up, and then you walk back. So you see even more stores on your way.
Yeah, I grew up in the suburbs, so there were no third spaces. You were at home or you went to the mall. So that was what I did basically every weekend. And that's why I love living in a city. There's a park like 4 blocks that way, like 4 blocks that way. The best library in the world right over there.
Thank you, Anna.
And being turned into apartments if we're very lucky.
In middle school and one high school, I lived on military bases, and they had community centers for the children. And that was amazing. Like we just went there. There were different activities every day where you could just play in the playground or play video games or whatever. Like for
There's
free.
a senior center like 2 blocks from me, and I'm always a little bit tempted to like just go be there, because I know that there was a community center not far from where I lived in Maryland because I went to dance there. But there must be one in Orlando somewhere. But like the senior center is the closest thing I've seen. And I kind of always am like, can I come to bingo?
There's a senior center near one of our libraries, and sometimes they bring their groups over. And I met this woman who teaches like aerobics classes at the senior center, and I was like, I would like to go because I feel like that's my speed.
We have neighborhood centers. What's a neighborhood center? These are all just parks.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello, Callahan Neighborhood Center. Oh, gross. The only new government website is disgusting. I hate it. Okay, so we do have some like kids community centers, but none for just, like people between child and retirement.
Yeah, we just have to go to work until we're exhausted. Hang out on the internet. I feel like
The
someone else
internet
did.
is a third space.
Someone else did promise us a fun fact, Anna. I think you're right. Who else promised us?
Wasn't it Jen?
Jen. Where'd Jen go? We do have Ys down here, but they're not hangout spaces.
It's
And you have to
expensive.
pay to go, yeah.
Huh. Well, the College Park Neighborhood Center offers fencing for all ages.
Oh, Jen's back. Hit it with us. Hit us with it. What is wrong with me?
Like literally? The wine near me is pretty expensive. Relatively expensive.
Yeah.
And wildly, a friend of mine is trying to find a place to work out with his partner, and the Y only offers 2 hours of childcare a month.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Each king in a deck of playing cards represents a great king from history. Clubs, Alexander the Great; spades, King David; diamonds, Julius Caesar; hearts, Charlemagne. I mean, did they come up with the kings first and they're like, oh, we gotta name these after? Or did they come up with the kings first and that decided how many suits there were?
I'm busy looking up all of our local neighborhood centers, and they're mostly for kids.
I just went to Free Hand Goods the second day they were open, Savannah.
What is that? Tell me more immediately.
It's like a leather store. Like they make, leather goods, like wallets
Nice.
and whatever. And also there's a bar with a very wide art beer selection, and then they also have a little shop that sells like art and candles and stuff.
Going through this list of parks and neighborhood centers makes me very aware that I do not know this city very well at all. Like, I don't know Dr. James R. Smith Boulevard.
Let's see. Oh, everything jumped. What is Julia saying literally about?
Heart attack.
Okay. You went the first day. Aw. Nice.
Well, I hope you were incredibly successful with the rest of the evening.
Yeah, Y did start as free or low income, but now it is definitely not.
Yeah. They have, some of them, maybe all of them, have sliding scale payment options. Man, these are all for kids. I'm so sad.
All the like community centers I've seen or like city, whatever, it's for like it's like almost like a private club. Like you can use it if you know the right person, or you can rent it or whatever.
Yeah, the one my dance was in, the dance society rented out a room once a month. I forget how often I went. Once a week.
Yeah.
But it was a lot cheaper than renting anywhere else.
Fun fact, at one of our branches, someone rented a meeting room and thought that they could do a bikini photo shoot in the meeting room that they rented, and they cannot.
Oh no. Was it one of the ones that has like a glass front or something?
I mean, they all have big glass windows.
Scottish Highland.
Oh, that's not what I expected.
No, it is actually the best thing, and I love it and I miss it so much. But the only group that does it here is in the Villages, which is like an hour away from me. And I want to go. I really do.
All right. I just spotted an email that I should have answered a couple of days ago, so I think that's my cue to go.
Sounds fun.
All right.
It's called Scottish Country Highland, and it's the kind where everyone knows the steps, and you do them in like twos down a row, and it's really awesome and fun. And we would have Keeleys a couple times a year, and I miss it.
All right.
But yeah, let's let Sarah answer that email. Also, maybe should have answered a few days ago. That's fun. I have some from October.
I mean, this is an email where I'm getting paid, so.
Oh, I get paid for nothing.
Those take priority. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you again next week. Everyone, stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.